All right, Nerdy Sports Fan here with your free agency update. We're going back to the New York Jets because there's a common theme this offseason. The teams that drafted quarterbacks that actually looked like they could play last year are all revamping, retooling, whatever you want to call those offenses to get aimed in the right direction with those young quarterbacks. Now, the Jets had a big first day. They got themselves C.J. Mosley. We thought they got Anthony Barr. Turns out Barr was just using them as contract leverage. It's happened to the Jets in the past, so we shouldn't have been too shocked there. They got themselves a shiny new wide receiver fresh out of Washington who's going to help that young quarterback. But the big news, of course, is Le'Veon Bell. Now, he held out all last year, lost $14 million doing it, turned down a 3-year, $70 million contract offer from the Steelers, but very light in the way of guarantees. I want to say they only had $14 million of that contract guaranteed. This contract that he's gotten from the Jets, 4 years, $52 million, not 100% on the guaranteed money at this point, but reports are it's not much more than what the Steelers offered in guaranteed money previously. So, yes, it's a security thing and it's a longevity thing for Bell, but it's more that he just did not want to risk being at the running back position, which is oft injured in the NFL, and he was used and abused by the Steelers offense. He didn't want to risk injuring himself and not being able to make more money later on. He wanted that long-term deal that you get in free agency that typically is guaranteed for injury, at least quite a bit more than the guaranteed money for playing. The bonus money typically kicks in and increases over what the guaranteed money would be from injury. That's what he wanted. All right, guys. He obviously wanted out of Pittsburgh in general. I'm willing to bet a good amount of that is the locker room turmoil in general that's been happening with Big Ben and Antonio Brown and Coach Mike Tomlin. But more so, it's just the way they do business. They didn't want to sign him to the money he wanted a year ago, so he was spurned by them. He felt like he was being used by being franchise tagged, and he moved on. So Le'Veon Bell is a fantastic player. Other AFC East teams are going to really have to worry about him every single week. The only other team that's building right now in the AFC East is Buffalo. So the Jets have a real opportunity here with the tail end of Tom Brady's career in sight. Has been for a few years now, but trust me, it will eventually happen. Brady will retire before the end of this contract. I'm quite sure of that. Even if he doesn't retire, he's going to get a lot worse. That's just what time does to you. So the Jets are swooping in for the kill. They have a young quarterback that's developing. They want to build up around him as much as possible to get at least a couple of very competitive seasons in at the end of his rookie deal. And Le'Veon Bell is the best way to do that. Shore up your running game and passing game with one player. It's going to be fun to watch New York football this year.